What's up, everybody? It is Patrick here, and as you can see, it's been a while since we've had him on. It is Justin from the thrift store. How are you doing, Justin?
I'm doing good.
What-
Yeah.
Anything new going on in your life?
Um, no,
No.
not really.
That answer is indicative of a lot of us. We live in
Yeah.
Groundhog Day here sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Now, Justin actually, when he found out we were doing transformation this week, actually came to me and said, "I would like to do a video about this when we're talking about it." So, Justin, go ahead.
Yeah. The reason I wanted to is because a discipleship class about transformation changed a lot of stuff for me. Because I was here once before and I left, started doing drugs real bad again, and came back. I started going to church and like trying to do what people said was the right thing, the obvious sins, like you could see, but I was still going around all the same people and all the same places. And like I kept messing up and couldn't figure out why. Then like I ended up relapsing and left here for like in the middle of the night for like a week. And then I came back and like for some reason, instead of trying to hide it, I actually wanted to let somebody know. So I talked to Patrick and Pastor Tim, and he's like, "All right, well, you're gonna have to quit your job and be a guest for 60 days and start going to discipleship class." So that the next day, um the discipleship class was about transformation, and like for some reason I've heard a lot of sermons about transformation, but for some reason I just something finally hit me there. I went upstairs and I prayed like for God to transform me, change me. So anyway, then I started working the front desk and I couldn't leave or go nowhere. So I just read the Bible and studied for discipleship class like pretty much all the time. And then but uh but yeah, but by the end of that 60 days, I was definitely a different person. Like whenever I like all the stuff I wanted to do before, like I didn't want to do, and instead of like, what, I'm sorry,
Okay, no, that's okay.
but yeah, that's just like all the stuff I wanted to do before. Like I didn't even want to be around. Like I was definitely a different person. Like even like the way I talked, everything. Like I used to cuss all the time, and then cussing started bothering me. I try to even like watch movies that I used to watch, and I wouldn't want to watch them because all the cussing and stuff, and this all the stuff I wanted to do before was something that made me want to get away instead of go into it. So,
Well, what was your addiction of choice? I know you said you had relapsed. Well, what was it that you had relapsed into?
um, when I lived in Berkeley Springs, I was doing heroin, but then I come down here and got off that and started doing boot and meth.
Mm,
So that's what I was doing the whole time I was here.
okay, all right. And how long have you been fully sober?
December 2000, December
2000.
6th, 2000. So
Okay, so over 5 years then.
yeah.
Nice. And outside of the spiritual change or the godly change that you had, what other transformation have you had since you've gotten sober?
I lost like 80 some pounds.
Yep.
Like I go to the gym every day,
Mhm.
and that's pretty much what I do instead of with my free time, because that was a big problem. I would get bored and then go with the wrong people and start getting high. Now either well, I'll go for a walk and like talk to God, or go to the gym and work out or read the Bible. I just find better things to do with my time.
And the verse that really goes with our transformation value, and I'll dive into this actually tomorrow. I'm going to be looking at some of the verses that go with it. The big one is Romans 12:1, right? Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And that is exactly what sounds like you've done. You've taken, because one of the things, and you've been in enough of the what I call alphabet recovery groups that will tell you you can't just stop without replacing it with something,
Yeah.
because you're going to backslide if you try to do that.
And that is exactly what I was trying to think of when I was getting nervous
Uh-huh.
there for a little bit,
Uh-huh.
was the renewing of your mind. Like, yeah, I had like different mindset. My whole mindset, everything was different
Mhm.
than what it was before the, and it wasn't right away, but by the end of them 60 days, I mean, not being able to go nowhere and just reading the Bible and going to discipleship class,
Mhm.
I did have a completely different mindset.
And that mindset then changed into, you knew you had to replace it with something, so you replaced it with walking, going to the gym, things like that,
Yeah.
the healthier aspects of what God wants for you.
Yeah. And then stuff started falling back into place over time.
It sounds great. If you wanna know about Justin and wanna talk to him, he's always in the store. He's in the store Tuesdays through, Saturdays. Remember, our store is open Monday through Saturday from 9 until 4. What are the specials? Are you heading into the weekend? Do you know what specials you're gonna be doing yet this week?
I know there's dollar clothes. With the clothes will be a dollar, and I guess I'll have to come and see what the other. Right
Yeah.
now, suitcases, we got like 4 suitcases for a dollar,
Mhm.
and
Okay. Yeah, so come see Justin on this weekend, because you're gonna be out. You know, coming to the store supports us tremendously. You're always gonna find deals. I'm gonna ask you a question I asked Tina I had on a couple weeks ago, and she froze. Let's see if you freeze too when I do this. What's the most interesting or unusual thing you've seen come through the store in the last couple weeks?
yeah, that's gonna be hard for me too, because we just get so many different things. It's hard to say. So,
Okay.
but we get a lot of like old vintage clothes and stuff, like really old vintage clothes from that's like band shirts from the 80s and
Yeah.
stuff. I think they're not like reprints like you go to Walmart and buy. They're actually like somebody went to a concert in the 80s and bought them. I think they're like pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
And
stuff
you
like
can
that.
definitely tell the difference between the reprints and the original ones on
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
The buyers can too, for sure. They know.
Absolutely. I walked through yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, there's a cool new TV," because I saw the in your electronics section, which, yes, there is a small electronics section on the top of the store, CD players and stuff like that. There was a boom box that has the little 2-inch TV built into it. I was like, I have not seen one of those in a
Yeah, we
long
get some
time.
cool stuff like that too, electronic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks so much for being so open and honest, Justin. Remember, if you want to support the Martinsburg Union Rescue Mission, one of the easiest ways is to come to the thrift store Monday through Saturday, 9 to 4 is when they are open. The other easy way to do it is to head to the website, martinsburgunionrescuemission.com, and click on the donate tab. And while you're there, sign up to volunteer. Justin would love to have you volunteering in the store. What are some of the things that the volunteers do in the store, Justin?
They can hang clothes, and if they're fit enough or whatever, old enough, they can go and push carts back and forth to the thrift store. They can straighten up the upstairs, clean up. There's lots of stuff for them to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in doing that, go to the website, MartinsburgUnionRescueMission.com, and click on the volunteer tab, but not before you click on the donate tab. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.